up, everyone? I think I'm going to start my own cooking page thanks to a couple friends of mine. I won't name them, but they know who they are. Anyways, I missed cutting the onion up. All I did was peel the onion, cut it in half once, chop, 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 chop. So I got like half onion rings. What I did is I threw them in a bowl. And I have this little jar I bought, and I have like, I don't know, a million seasonings. Instead of using each seasoning, I put a bunch of them all in this jar, mixed it up. What I did was I put a little olive oil on the onions, and I just flip them like a pizza with the seasoning on them. And when I get that little color to them like that, yep, that's about right there. Oh, they smell awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little venison tonight, again, because I love deer hunting and cooking. Yeah, I get it from my mom. Thank you, Mom. Love it. Love to cook. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to carry on here in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now, the other day I went to Kroger. Well, it's been a minute. But I could only find these small little taters. I like the golden ones, the gold. Not white, not russet. Take my handy knife here, barbecuepitboys.com. Get them. Beautiful knife. I'll take these little guys, and I'll just slice, 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 slice. Make sure you curl your fingers in so you don't slice your knuckles and your nails off. Learn that lesson the hard way. Like I say, I'll just chop them up in little pieces. Because what I'm going to do with these, take a guess. Yep. They're going in with the onions. And I'm going to get them all sauteed up. And then it'll be venison time. Kidding, didn't get my finger. Knife skills after years of doing this stuff. Good stuff, man. Potatoes take forever to cook, by the way, so smaller you chop them up. And I'm going to chop these up like it's almost coleslaw. Just something different I'm going to do. It's never the same with me. I just do it on a whim. Of course, when I mix these with the onions, you know, gonna get the seasonings and the olive oil all mixed in. And I'm gonna have to let this run for a minute. And as soon as I start getting that, well, they call it al dente with noodles, but when I start feeling the tenderness in these bad boys, venison's gonna go in. Stay tuned. So, done chopping up the potatoes I want to use. Onions. Gold potatoes, they're going in. And by the way, I wanted to mention, if you can store potatoes and onions. Just got to put them in a, can't remember what kind of bag they call them, but hang them in a cool space. Don't put them in a warm, dry space because they will rot. But again, just going to mix these up, and all you got to do is just doop-a-doop-doop, just like this, get everything all, I mean, I'm telling you, the finished product's going to be awesome. Oh my goodness. I love cooking. Alright, we'll see in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Believe it or not, I'm in my room out here. I call it my little man cave. Shay's in taking a rest. She's still pretty beat from last weekend, snowmobile and everything. This is what I'm going to cook on. Yep, propane in my room. I'll make sure I don't die. Trust me. I'll leave the door open. I'm going to cook on cast iron tonight. Some of these pans I got from my mother, again, gave me. I'm blessed, very blessed to have a mother like that. It gives me stuff that I can cook on and good stuff. But one thing about cast iron, think about it. You don't get, like if you cook with aluminum or these new pans and Tefal and all that, Tefal, whatever they call it, you do get stuff in your food. Not like this. So in a minute here, I'm going to fire this up, get these things sauteing. That's right. Yumminess. And we're going to get the venison and we're going to do some slicing, and I'll show you how to cut that venison up, because I'll tell you what, venison is awesome. No matter what anybody says. I'll show you some tricks in a minute. Venison I have round. I processed this myself out of last year's deer. Some steak. So I'm going to open these up and we're going to cut it real shortly. Wrap these like a Christmas present. Oh my goodness. Morsels. Yummy. Oh my goodness. I should have killed more deer. Back. Something I wanted to point out here is, you know, I'm going to show this. You see, this is a steak. It looks like, I don't know, this is part of one of the rounds, but you got to get rid of that right there. Get rid of that stuff. It's called tallow. This. Tallow. Get rid of it. If you take that out of your steak, out of your venison, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're getting the best stuff on the market. It's not fed by anything but wild. It's beautiful, lean meat, and I'm gonna trim this up. All I'm gonna do is just trim this up a little bit. Cut that little bit of that fat off of there. It's not fat, it's tallow. Just like that, get rid of it. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut these in little steaks, little morsels. I call them morsels. And I'll season them up with the same thing I'm doing there, with the onions and the potatoes. And I'm going to mix this in there when it's ready, when those are ready. And I mean, you can't go wrong. Something else I like to use, I'm going to use some butter, probably, I don't know, quarter of a stick. It's going to go in the pan. These already have olive oil on them. One thing I wanted to point out too, if you put olive oil on your steaks and everything, season them, it sticks to it. Especially if you sear them, pan sear them, or do it on a grill. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Now, I'm mixing this all together. It's all going to blend together, but I like butter. I'm a butter freak. I'm not the healthiest guy, but the wobble pots, they make me healthy. 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 Healthy.
I can't get it on my own. Yeah. You don't like the way I'm living. Why don't you leave the wrong hair country go along? Well, a preacher man talking on TV, cutting down my rock and roll.
You hear that? Oh! Get you some of that. Smells so good in here. Back again. Venison's all cut up. Sauteed onions. Taters. Taters take a while to cook, so got rid of all the junk out of the venison, so we're going to season these bad boys up. And all I do is just fingers, you know, just we're good. Don't need any more. Now, I'll mix them up with my hands here, you know. I can tell by the texture that, you know, it's not real, I hate to say it like that, but it's not real wet. It's coming together like if you mix a burger or like a sausage or anything like that, you know, you're doing summer sausage. So, this is ready to go. Now, I'm going to wait for these to go for a little bit, mix them in, we'll be good to go. So, let's spend a minute or two. Woo, testy. But, sizzling away. Taters and onions are starting to get there. Also, I wanted to add to this, I like to use Vidalia onions. They're a sweet onion. They're not the ones that make your eyes burn so terrible when you're cutting them up, but it adds the flavors just way better. I mean, it mixes well with all your seasonings and your butter and all that, so I always use a sweet onion, not a red onion. Red onions are made for salads, topping those off. Never use a red onion. It's overkill. In your eyes, you'll pay for it. But this is about ready. My goodness. Oh, if you could smell this. I mean, I'm going to be real rude here. Oh, goodness. Just a mixture of stuff. And the butter, top notch. Now, venison's going in. And probably
Every the white is your song.
wanted to point out something here. You know, I'm in the middle of this. I'm almost done with it. So, as I've learned on Food Network, always try your food. Oh my goodness. I'm going to add just a little bit more seasoning to it. That's all. Always test your food. Oh my goodness. Shortly. Alright. Color's looking good. Don't want to overcook it. Venison, you never want to overcook. I wouldn't do this with a real steak, you know, a ribeye, T-bone, nothing like that. That goes on a grill. You do that. You do your seasonings on the outside. You pan sear it. Boom. Chocolat. Good. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to take a piece of this. You don't want to overcook venison. Huh. Oh my goodness. I wish y'all could just, See that? This is why I hunt. Sustenance. Boom. Alright. Thanks for following. Any questions or comments or anything you need, email me. I'm going to start doing a few of these so everybody gets a... This stuff is for real. It's good stuff. Take care.